So one thing that's never talked about in fishing is the reason for the length of the handle. So this Super Duty rod here, again, this is the one that, typically it's 1.5 ounces or heavier weight. So the good thing about having that long handle for that is it adds weight to the butt of the rod. So it works as a counterbalance when you're punching that big weight. Another thing is when you're pitching realistically a 1 ounce or more weight, it's not pinpoint casting. And what I mean by that, you're trying to hit a target that's that big around, not a target that's that big around. But with that being said, when I make that change and I'm target fishing, pitching cypress trees, skipping a jig under boat docks, it's one of the reasons that my flipping stick actually has a shorter handle, because then we're on accuracy. You want that bait to go very light when it goes in there. So you don't want that big old handle in a way. You basically want just enough handle that it works as a counterbalance. And again, this is a rod that I'm not using bigger than a 3/4 ounce weight on. We're thinking smaller weights, but it's for accuracy. The other thing is when a rod has a shorter handle and it's 7/6, you have a lot more rod out to the tip. That's to control slack. That's to pick up line. Things happen fast when you're flipping in shallow water and you're able to hold that slack and control that fish. So this is a 7/6 flipping stick, pitching rod actually, and this is a 7/11. Well, if you look at, when I put the two reels together, if you look at the length of the rod, the 7/6 is almost as long rod-wise as the 7/11. And so that way you can control more slack. So it's just something to think about when you're buying a flipping stick. Do I want one I'm plinking bushes, cypress trees, boat docks for accuracy, or am I punching a big weight? And then I need that long handle to work as a counterweight. Just something to think about.